Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Coach's Box. We got coming in a little hot right here. I'm a little loud. It's not a secret or anything.
Not loud at all.
No, of course not. Never.
Whatever.
Never.
I watched our game from last year the other day just for the heck of it.
Which one?
Did you see the Hulk
Well,
smash?
I didn't.
That's
Definitely
funny.
didn't watch the one we lost. So
Let's see how it is. It's all good. Good times.
watched a little Bayless film too.
There you go.
It's our first game.
Already prepping for that first game.
Man.
Yeah,
Still don't know who we're going to play yet.
for your first game.
Yeah, we're in a shootout. They haven't given us a team yet, so we'll figure it out. Be cool. Be fun.
Who y'all got this week?
We have Bayless.
Okay. All right.
Bayless is.
Oh, I thought you were talking about basketball.
Yeah, I did too.
Oh, and we have in football we have Bayless too. I was talking about I was talking about basketball.
Oh,
Yeah.
But I've been watching football.
Had me a little
too.
confused right there.
Yeah, I'm trying to get an early start here.
Look at you, being all prepped up and everything.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do.
I'm gonna have a baby about the same time we play Bayless, so I'm trying to
Get
ahead.
And that's the important thing.
That's
Be
what you
prepared.
gotta
Well, okay, let me rephrase that. Tail end. Just gonna
I
have.
was about to say, like, are you really, or...
I may look it, but
I didn't say anything, man. I ain't like that.
I am.
Well, I mean, we got a lot we could talk
Oh,
about
my
tonight.
gosh.
I mean,
Yeah, do we
got-
want to talk about it?
We got all kinds of stuff. You know, we were talking about earlier this week. Man, we're gonna have some topics. Hopefully, it's gonna be on the good end of the spectrum. And about 11 o'clock last night,
yeah.
not so much.
Not great.
Well, Chris, take us into it. Let's just
Do I have-
rip the Band-Aid off.
Do I have to? I
No,
don't know if I
rip
want
the
to say
Band-Aid
it.
off. Cardinals.
No. Oh man.
Hey,
Yeah.
where are you at? Are you on the stance of yes, we made the playoffs, mission accomplished,
No.
great year,
No.
or is it could have been more? What do you
Look,
think?
okay. Great year,
Okay.
all in all.
Yeah.
Lose 80% of your rotation. Great year.
Yeah.
Make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have made the playoffs.
Yeah.
Defied all the odds to make the playoffs.
I'm going to say this though.
I thought you wanted my take.
I know, but
Oh, here he
I'm
goes.
going to say that. But it involves you.
Oh, that's...
Oh.
Listen. I feel we need to take credit for the 17 game win.
Oh,
There's
here
no
we
doubt.
go.
There's
Because-
no doubt.
That's stupid
as you
commercial
know, we advertised for the Coach's Box show.
That's right.
Put together an excellent PowerPoint presentation, and the Birds just take it right off. 17 game winning streak.
17 in a row.
Said,
We'll take credit.
Look at those coaches' box. These guys in this coaches' box don't know what the heck they're talking
No,
about.
not at all.
We're
Not
gonna
at
go
all.
in and rattle off
Uh-uh.
all these wins.
Well, that's exactly what happened.
That's exactly.
I mean, you didn't hear Wayno on 101 talk about it? He's like, listen, I was listening to some jerk podcast with a bunch of fat guys who don't know what the hell they're talking about. So we're going to show them. And Bader puts an article out about it. I mean, anyway.
Yeah.
I mean-
okay. You want me to get my take?
Go ahead.
I mean,
Yeah,
just-
go
you
back
asked
to
me,
it.
Sorry,
and then you
sorry.
Then
jumped.
he cut you off.
I
That's
can see
usually what I do.
I can see how the season's going to go. I'm going to be talking about something. He's like, yeah, hang on a second. So
That'll last long.
Yeah.
my ADD will kick in. It'll be over. So I personally, I'm happy we made it. Just as I said before, and as the scary part about it is you're going to hear this in a press conference. Well, we made the playoffs with the roster that we had constructed already.
Don't start.
And that is the only thing that is scarier than this. The only thing. Because I'm last night's game was a freaking great baseball game to watch. It was
nice.
a good game.
And
And it's what they want. I mean, that's what they want from these wild cards. Is
Sure.
This excitement. And they were arguing about that today. I was listening to a couple radio stations, and I don't know. They were talking about, well, maybe it should be a 3-game series. And I mean, if the Dodgers lose, then people are really going to be crying that. Because 106 wins to our 90, whatever, and blah, blah, blah. But Man, it's exciting.
That-
One game is exciting.
It was a great game to watch as a baseball fan. The worst part is you're like, well, when's the shoe gonna fall? You know, we 0 for 11 with runners in scoring position. 0 for 4 in the first inning, by the way.
How the hell do you not use Cabrera?
Well,
Why
They
in the-
not use
why are you-
anybody
but Reyes?
but Reyes.
we had
In
this
that
conversation at lunch
Yeah.
today with
Yeah.
the other coaches.
Anyone but Reyes.
And somebody said, well, you know, I would use Reyes. And listen, he was an all-star closer, but he did not win back his closer job. He does not have, to me, in my opinion, he doesn't have the mental fortitude at the moment to be a closer.
yeah,
so why do you
and-
put him in that situation and that?
And we used Gally, what's his name? I can't ever say it.
Gallegos.
Gallegos.
I like that. That in that position,
Right.
you're going up against 3, 4, 5.
I understood it, but it stunk. We don't have two of them.
But then,
Well, but hold on.
Dodgers have 5.
Well, he was supposed to go back out that inning, but he had an injury to his fingernail, and so that's why he didn't go back out for a second inning worth of work.
There's a couple things you could talk about too, not just this. You kept Wainwright in the game and didn't pitch hit for him, and he pitches to one batter, and you yank him out.
Yeah,
Pitch hit. You knew runs were going to be scarce.
right.
We gotta go for it there. Now I wouldn't pinch hit Carpenter.
What?
Right.
A Rondon.
I don't even know how he made the roster.
Some guy never heard of. They never even played in the.
I'd have played that guy, pinch hit that guy.
Before
I
ever
brought somebody else up.
Before I ever pinch hit.
Oh yeah,
Carpenter.
there's no way. But that's-
Rondon's who I would have.
But you know, when you're in that situation and you have the opportunity to, you have to pitch somebody. You don't have Gallegos, who's been your closer. I would go with Cabrera, or hell, I'd go John Lester. I go with Dakota Hudson.
Why
I go with Flaherty.
Why not Flaherty?
I would have with Flaherty.
They didn't want to put Flaherty in that high.
Well, wait.
Why?
Well, we got to wait and see if we're going to
I'm
make
just
the next
saying
game.
that's what they're
who
saying,
cares?
not
I know.
me.
No,
But
no. I
you
don't know.
play to win the game.
Well, what I love,
I agree with that.
First inning, I love the fact Edmund gets on base. They steal. You know, now here's the other thing, and you brought it up. We didn't manufacture a run.
No.
I moved him over. He got over to third, pass ball. You're scoring, but we've got to do better. You're right. When you're 0 for 11 with runners in scoring position, you got on base. I like the fact that it was early. I think.
Well,
they set
two-year
the-
boppers didn't do anything.
No.
Arnado did nothing,
0 for 4.
and either did O'Neill.
He was on base twice.
Who?
Fielder's choice.
Who?
Arenado.
Oh, Arenado was.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he didn't.
He didn't do anything.
There was a clutch spot when he batted and
Yeah.
struck out.
O'Neill looked like he never played before. Like, hey, give me the hockey stick and take this baseball bat and hit something. He had
Well-
no idea. He looked so lost. He looked like Stevie Wonder in a corn maze.
But that goes back
Stevie
to
Wonder's never seen a corn maze though either.
well, it's Halloween
they say
season,
he
so
can
there's gonna be
see. I don't
corn
know.
mazes out. You know, I don't. Why we've talked about this so many times on the show. Why do you not have the philosophy of see ball, hit ball? Why it's in the playoffs? Throw everything out, see ball, hit ball. Quick guess.
Great question.
You cannot guess and have a fastball middle, and you don't even. There was no way he was even going to attempt to swing. How are you not? You already have one strike on you. How are you not aggressive at the plate
Well,
and say, "I'm going to see ball, hit ball"? I'm
I
going
agree.
to think fastball, and then
how
I'm
is he
gonna
not
adjust.
looking fastball anyway?
I don't. Analytics. The numbers say. I don't know. I would like to know that. I mean, you talk about at our level, the high school level. Hey, you need to make your adjustments after the game. Practice. College, you should be starting to make adjustments in game. Professional level, it's a pitch by pitch basis. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. So I don't know. I love the fact that the Cardinals did what they needed to do with Scherzer. They got his pitch count up.
They did.
They
They
got
did.
him out.
They had some good at bats. I mean, Tommy Edman was.
Tommy Edmond played his tail off.
Yeah.
He was impressive last
Yeah.
night and
Yeah.
made me forget a little bit about Wong. And even though Wong's one of my favorites,
Yeah.
we do know after last night too. We have to get a shortstop. We have to.
We got one. We got two.
We need a bat.
You know who we should get is Corey Seager over there on the other side. He was a World Series MVP. He's got a left-handed
I'll
bat.
tell you who I like is people are good. Mark Simeon. That's who I like.
Yeah, I think he's a flash in the pan.
He's been flashing the last couple years.
Yeah. Flashing who? It's against the law.
He must be hanging out with Urban Meyer.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
But if they go to the DH next year, if the NL goes to the DH, that's got to be number one on the priority list, is another big bat. The game completely changes. There's no longer a National League style of play, and it goes to the American League. Now, what do you think is going to happen with the National League play? You're going to have to catch up quick, fast, and in a hurry. Look at all the American League, the top teams. I mean, even kind of the average teams, they're putting numbers up. And what's going to happen with the National League? Are they going to extend the roster 26,
We have
27?
3 guys with 30 plus.
I understand that.
So we need a 4th.
But you're going to have a fourth with the DH.
You can't have that big of a hole in your lineup.
No.
We already got holes in our lineup as it is.
Shortstop.
Well, yeah, there's one.
I'll take a shortstop that gets on base. We don't have to have power numbers. I don't know why the philosophy of having to have a power hitting shortstop. Give me a speedster.
Wait,
There's
gonna be a lot.
Seager's hitting 300 this year, and 300's like hitting 350.
Yeah, I know.
So I want him.
Yeah.
I want him. I don't want a guy who's going to hit 250.
There's going to be a lot of shortstops out there.
Are they going to spend?
No.
No, DeWallet.
We have said this so many times. And my only thing is look, again, I was happy we made the playoffs. It was a great run. It got everybody excited again about Cardinals baseball. Mm-hmm. And you lost to a team. I was looking this up last night. Their payroll, total payroll, okay? Take a wild guess. Take just a wild guess. Now, you're talking about your current salary that they have.
Right.
Okay? All the people that they pay are minor leaguers, the people who are like Trevor Bauer who can't play because, you go and you hit a gal and you can't do that. That's, against the law.
I was going to go AAV, but now I'm going to go 250 plus.
Oh, yeah. It's probably 300.
You think? Total salary, $347 million.
My goodness.
$347 million. Active payroll, $235 million.
Holy crap.
Even better. Their injured reserve money, $54 million is sitting on injured reserve. Suspended restricted money, which is Trevor Bauer,
Right.
$31 million. Okay? Now,
What's the Cardinals? Because Cardinals are still top 10. They're like number 9 on the list.
Sure. They're definitely comparable. And the fact that the Dodgers won 106 games, which is tied for the most, and the Dodgers are a storied franchise in baseball, and they match their record all time. They're a good team. They are the defending champs, asterisk, whatever you want to say. Cool, whatever. The Cardinals, with their total payroll of $196 million, $158 million on their active, competed for 8 2/3 innings with one of the best teams ever.
Right.
Now the Giants have, they won the division, cool, but
And how about that?
I don't think that's gonna. I don't think they're gonna win that series.
I don't like that setup either.
Well, I know.
You get the Dodgers and the Giants, and then they have to play each other.
Well, it's because of the win.
It's a wild card.
Yeah,
I
because they're a
know,
wild
but
card
I
team.
mean,
So everybody, I've heard this. I think you said it, and I've heard other people say, "Well, what if we just go back to having your? Let's just hear everybody who finishes 1, 2, 3, 4 makes playoffs." Well, they used to call that the pennant, and
I think it was just 2 teams.
it was
back in the-
2 teams.
back
It was
in the day.
East, West,
Right.
East, West, East. I don't mind doing that, but you're going to still run into the same problem.
Well, it's
geography.
happening 'cause
It's
money.
your
it's money.
division.
They want more games. They're going to expand the playoffs. They want
I don't
more.
mind expanding the playoffs if you go with 2. I would go with 2 divisions and expand the playoffs. because you give. Well, I mean, look what hockey does. I mean, you don't watch hockey, forget
No, I
it.
don't watch hockey.
But everything's based on the two divisions, and
Right.
then you have your wild cards in each division. I say you go with your top two teams in each side, and then you give wild cards to those other two, and then you figure out how they need to play.
Here's why I don't like expanding the playoffs. It used to be Mr. October. Now it's Mr. November.
No, that only happened once.
But it's still
Thanks,
going.
9/11.
It's still going way into late October.
Sure.
And I'm sorry, I don't want to watch Boston. I don't want to watch New York. I don't want to watch where it's.
You're not gonna watch New York.
Well, I'm not going to watch any of them, but I don't want to definitely watch
I wanna
a
watch
baseball
the White
game
Sox.
when it's Chicago. I don't want to watch when it's 35 degrees and a light mist out.
Why?
That's because
Watch that in April.
I don't necessarily like it in April.
Maybe that's your fault.
I'm saying I'm not going to tune into it. I don't like it. Now, unless you're going to say, which will never happen, to
Okay.
have a centralized location with a dome.
That's not happening.
Okay, or go to someplace else.
That'd be okay for
in the
one
South.
game, but you're not gonna do it for a series.
Well, I know because you're going to lose money. I'm just saying it's not enjoyable to play in. It's not enjoyable to coach in. Definitely not enjoyable to sit in the seat in the stand when it's that cold.
No.
No.
No, it's really not.
No.
I
So
went to-
why do that? Why?
Yeah, I went to a playoff game in St. Louis, and I'm in long underwear and crap because it's so dang cold.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's. I don't know how you solve that.
So let's do this.
Okay.
Top of your head, number one priority in the Cardinals this offseason.
Get a bat,
Get a bat. What bat?
left-handed, infielder. Corey Seager's my pick. If you don't get Corey Seager, I would take what's his name from Toronto you just said a while ago.
Simeon.
That's it. And then after that, but either way, that means they got to open the pocketbook. I don't see it happening. I don't see them spending the money.
But it's
We have
stage
it-
4 or part 4 of Ballpark Village is going to be rolling out soon. I mean, I don't.
There's enough money for them if they would give Seager. They would give Seager a 3-year deal with a 4-year deal with a 5th-year option and a 3-year buyout. I would give him that, and I would pay him whatever he wanted because for 2 years you're going to have to suck up and pay some money, some real money out of your pocketbook.
That's not going to happen.
For 2 years, that's it. And that at that point we should all have been recovered by COVID, according to what higher up people say. We're all coming back.
I mean, I look at our lineup, and I think your outfield's solid the way it is. Keep those three.
I think they've.
Keep
Keep
those three.
Whoa! Who you
Whoa.
trading? Who you
O'Neal.
trading?
I'm just not an O'Neal.
Bro,
I know.
Bro.
I know.
What's he got to do?
get
Get in
better.
the playoffs?
It's the
He's the first time
it's the first time he's ever probably played in the playoffs,
Ugh.
and
Gosh.
so you get rid of Arenado because he didn't hit crap either. What did he do yesterday?
Not a
Trade
lot.
Not a
them all.
damn
Trade them
thing.
all. Trade them all.
So you can't
No, I'm going to tell you what I want later after Jarvis.
look
goes.
at
Oh,
O'Neal's numbers.
Right.
They are right up there with two of the best players in the league.
I know.
So in Tatis and in what's his face, Guerrero. How can you?
Because I think what Chris said. I think it's just a flash in the pan.
Oh, don't listen to me. I don't know anything.
I'm talking about
O'Neal?
Yeah, O'Neal. I think he's flash
No.
in the pan. Yeah.
No, he's progressively gotten better. He's gotten better throughout the season. You just put him in a one-game winner-take-all playoff, and you're batting him in the 3-hole. The kid's he looks like
He was
his,
lost.
His butthole was tight.
I know.
If
Which
it-
means
You stuck a lump of coal up
162
his butt in 2 weeks, you have a diamond.
I know, but that
I mean,
don't
look
want
at
that longer.
Sosa. The nerves. He was
Bounced off. I mean, routine plays.
It was not a routine play. That was a hard. No.
Well, DeYoung showed that he could catch that ball, but he showed he
and
could.
then what happened after that?
He was swinging a garden
97
hose.
right down the
No,
middle.
no, wait.
97 right down the middle.
Where's
97
the
right
one
down
he
the middle.
struck out on? He was going to hit the backstop. Okay? They need somebody who can hit the ball. Okay? I mean, that's all there is to it. I don't mind not having the power and getting somebody who can hit for average, get on base, put pressure on the pitchers.
Right.
The speed game, is the best way to go. But you got to have guys who drive other guys in. And I think O'Neal gets better. He obviously got better from batting between Goldschmidt and Arenado, who both didn't do anything. So
Yeah, what did Goldie do yesterday?
think
He got on
about
base. He got on base every time, I think.
no.
Every time.
Oh yeah, and then what happened in the ninth inning? Struck out looking.
Yeah. That
Can't do
happen.
that.
That can't happen.
So-
No, it can't happen. And I can't believe you're such a not a bro fan, bro. Neil,
Bro.
bro's
Bro.
been.
I'm not. I
Gets
may
a
wait and
gold
see.
glove
I
last
may
year.
wait
He
and
gets-
see.
Well, my God, he hit 30-something home runs. I mean, what?
1 year. Todd Zeal hit 30 some odd plus.
He
home
had a
runs.
decent year last
Todd
year. He
Zeal
can't-
wasn't a bad player.
I know, but how were the Cardinals when Todd Zeal was playing?
Well,
Not
that's
great.
a different story.
Okay. I'm just saying. This is my opinion. You asked about the outfield.
I sure did ask about your opinion.
I
about
said
the
I
outfield.
think our outfield's fine. I don't spend money in the outfield.
I don't
spend,
think you have to know.
You get.
What do you do? What's your?
You still need an ace,
Oh man, you sound like Kyle.
but I'm spending on. I want another hitter. That's what I want.
I think I
I
think
mean, it's a shortstop.
given the way the game is right now, why go spend a bunch of money on an ace pitcher who, when he gets hurt, he's toast?
Okay, which leads me into my point.
Uh-oh.
I'm firing the medical staff and I'm firing the development department,
Everybody
and I'm
has a
getting an
job.
entire because here's
Everybody has a
why.
job.
Here's why. You just said they're not going to spend money, right? They're not going to spend
No.
money to go get that player. Well, then here's what you need to do: pick your just like
Gotta make
us.
better draft picks.
Just no. Hey, well,
Get better.
not yeah.
Do
get
better.
You got to do the little things, which means you got to go down to the fine tooth comb and say what works, what doesn't work. They've been injured every daggum year for the last 3, 4,
How's it the
5
medical
years.
staff? They're-
Because it's their job to. It's the physical trainer's job. It's
Okay.
the medical staff's job. It's their job to keep them healthy.
How do you
Hey,
know? How do you know that Martinez isn't taking care of himself?
That's the Cardinals' responsibility.
No,
you're
it
paying you're paying them that amount of money. Your job is to keep them healthy. You got one job to do. 80% of the pitching staff got hurt. The Blues got hurt. It's the same medical people. Gone. I'm hiring somebody that's going to watch over and take care of these athletes. Then I'm going to piggyback off of what you said. I'm going to get better talent evaluators.
Oh wait, that's the number one thing. Randy
Okay.
Flores sucks.
That's what I'm
He
going
wasn't
to
any-
Sucked
do.
as a pitcher.
He sucked as a
sucked.
pitcher. He might be a great guy.
If we're not going to
Come
spend
on.
money, then we have to go find diamonds in the rough, something else.
Kevin brings up a great point
What?
to you.
Okay.
O'Neal is the closest thing you get to a steroid fueled animal, and you don't like him.
I didn't say I didn't like him.
You
I just
said-
said I did. I said I want to see consistency.
And here's the thing too. Again, against the Dodgers, whose lineup is loaded from top to bottom. When a former NL MVP is hitting eighth, by the way, even though he had a really S-word year,
Who?
Bellinger. Of course, he killed us. And Coach Crump brings up a good point. You can't. You weren't hitting with runners in scoring position. So at the end of the day, it really wasn't pitching. I mean, one run for 8 2/3. Had traffic on the bases, and got out of trouble. So it's about getting those guys in.
All it is putting the ball in play.
Put the ball in play. Wait.
Go back to crunch time. How many?
Let's just fire Jeff Albert, okay? Let's just go back to
I'll
that
take
and
that.
fire Jeff Albert. The
Yeah.
approach doesn't work. Hit the damn
So,
ball.
okay,
Put the damn ball in play. Let's go.
What? You still didn't really answer the question. Okay, we'll
Yeah.
fire all those people, but what player? What position? What do we need?
You need a DH. If you're going to have a DH next year, you got to get a DH. What are you laughing at?
Hey, we got a Spool sighting. Coach Spool is still upset. Still upset about the Mission Rule, and feels like that's what we really need.
Okay.
We need some kind of explanation here.
We're not getting an explanation.
Yeah.
That ain't happening. No, but you need a bat. If you're going to go to the DH, you need a bat.
Yeah, well, you need two of them. You need one to play shortstop. You need a guy play designated hitter. You need your full-time guy. If he can swing it, he needs to play it. That's all there is to it. I think we can all agree at least on that.
Yeah.
Two players, two positions they need to.
Well, you're not going to spend money.
We're not going to spend money, so let's go find
you know
Royce
who-
Clayton and
hey,
see what he's doing.
Hey, bring back Albert. Bring him back. Let him DH.
How'd
Let
he
him
do
get to
last
7.
night?
Put the ball in play.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Did better. Did better. In
I
crunch
think
time
based on
than-
our group chat, I think everybody was just like, "Oh, wouldn't that just be
I'm
crazy?"
telling you, hey, and
I thought he was going
hit
to do it.
We hit it, and you're like,
Yeah, part of me died. Literally, part of me. When I said part of me died, I wasn't joking. I mean, I was just like, "Oh dear God."
I know.
Oh, dear
Well,
God.
I told you. I said a part of me would have loved.
Oh
that.
yeah. That'd been again. It'd been poetic.
Yeah.
I'd have rather him done it than what happened.
Oh yeah, some dude who went what 2 for 70 or something. What he.
But here's the thing,
Don't
right?
walk
what
Bellinger.
wasn't the stat? He was batting .500 with 2-3 home runs or something like that against Ray. There was some stat.
Yeah.
like,
So why do you pitch him?
That's like when you play the Cubs. As bad as the Cubs are, you don't pitch to Hap. You don't pitch to him. You just say just go to first base or you hit him. But no, you don't get to. You
I
don't
hit
get
him.
I hit him.
to. Okay, you don't. You
Oh, I
were the
got
only
ran
one that-
inside. Oh, my finger hurts. I got a chipped fingernail.
But why? I don't.
I'm just saying. I agree. Again, it goes back to like, if you're gonna use the splits, 8 for 72. Thanks, Crump.
Hey,
If you're gonna
see?
use the splits, then use them. All right, use those analytics. The hey guys, you're only hitting like that. Then do that. Then stop acting like you know all
What
this
is
stuff.
Bohr talking about?
I
We
don't
need
know.
a 1-3 starter and a bat. Someone needs to go. And shortstop, Bader or O'Neill. They need to make a decision on who to get rid of.
I ain't getting rid of either one of them.
Why are you getting rid of either? That makes no sense. Bader's in center, O'Neill's in left, Carlson's in right. What do we need? I mean,
I think
a fourth
I
outfielder?
think Newbar is your good fourth outfielder. He's a player control. He's a left-handed bat. You just get rid of Carpenter. You ain't got to worry about paying his salary. And you pick
oh
up.
my God! If they sign him back, I will lose it.
I would not be surprised if they sign him back.
Yeah.
You want to have a side bet on that?
No, I don't want him to. I might not.
I wonder if that's
I
on.
might-
Why? He the one bet he lost against Blair, I think, the Kentucky Mizzou game. He didn't.
Oh, you didn't pay up.
I gotta pay up.
Yeah, we got to start writing
I'm
stuff
buying
down.
diapers,
We got to put it on the board.
I'm buying diapers. You
Yeah.
had a diaper party. What are you talking about?
You don't understand the inflation since you had a baby.
Oh,
Wait, you don't
we
understand
all
inflation?
Understand the inflation.
Not everybody.
situation.
It
Oh,
costs
well.
$0. By the way, zero.
Speaking of, how about Wainwright when he caught that
Oh
that
my
ball
gosh.
and he came, like, oh.
It's like, hey,
man.
look what I found, guys.
Oh my goodness, self-preservation there.
That was a shot too, man.
Oh, it was.
I mean, hey, part of him probably died too. He's 40 and he's
He's
just like,
I
oh dear
know."
Lord. I mean,
Either shortstop, Bader, O'Neill. One of them has to go to get room for a bat. No,
No.
they don't.
You're not getting rid of.
No, you
Bader.
get rid of DeYoung. There's
Yeah.
your room.
Yeah.
And I you know what? I trade Sosa because Sosa's probably earned it, and he ain't gonna want to be on the bench again.
Yeah.
And I just go pick up another guy who can play about every position in the infield, some utility clown, who put the ball in play, can bunt, maybe a little quick. They're out there. You just got to go find
In
them.
a month.
I
Wait,
know.
wait.
Hey, you ready for this? How about Tommy Edmond? Now you talk about throwback to when we watched growing up. Tommy
Nah,
Edmond.
not
top,
you. That
Top,
was
yeah, no,
40-year-old.
still. Top 4, top 5 in stolen bases with 30.
I know it's
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
the game.
I mean, where's Vince
Hey,
Coleman?
we are the They said.
Hell,
this
where's
last night.
Ichiro?
Well, they said St. Louis Cardinals were the fastest team collectively in Major League Baseball, and we have our leader with 30
Yeah,
stolen bases.
not great. Not great. Whitey's just like,
I
this
know.
ain't baseball.
I know. No, I know.
If I had that team, I mean, we would just we're gonna get on base, and I'm gonna make you make a play.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, do that little run and play where you kind of flick it, from underneath your knees and bare hand that thing. Bull butter. You're gonna throw that thing up and hit some kid in the stands with his nachos. All right.
They got a net now, though. You can't do that.
He'll bounce off the net and scare him, and his nachos will go everywhere. Some dude in the front rows, overpriced tickets, and his. All right, I'm just gonna stop. I can keep going.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, you've got to put the ball in play, and we just didn't do that. We didn't do it. It was absolutely pathetic.
Well, the thing is that the Dodgers, I don't know, they didn't. Well, they did. It's not like we struck a lot of guys out. But they were also talking about how the Dodgers, they were a patient team, and they didn't have a lot of swing and misses. So why? I don't. What's the difference?
Because they put the bat on the ball and then run,
Yeah.
usually around the bases.
Well, and they don't have. I mean, you look at their lineup, man. It's just like wow.
They have ungodly resources. The fact that you can go out and get Scherzer and Turner. Let's not even. They got Scherzer. He's going to the Hall of Fame.
They got Trey Turner with them.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? Here, let's just take a couple more guys that are 1 and 2 in our farm system, and we'll just go ahead and take that guy off your hands too.
But they have a great farm system.
And how do they do that? Scouting.
There you go.
Drafting and
Draft
scouting?
Develop.
Oh.
Draft and develop.
Who's
So
the-
it's not just about their payroll. It's not just about
Well,
them
that does
spending.
help.
They
They have a
I
destination.
was gonna say their payroll.
It's a destination place.
and being on the coast over there and all the.
By the way, speaking
Yeah.
of the coast,
Yeah.
we listened. You're watching the game on TBS. Did you not feel the West Coast bias?
It's always been that way. It will.
It's
always
ridiculous.
Be that way.
You would have thought that we were losing the game 15-0 and it was a 1-1 game. Just the way they were talking about it. If they weren't stroking those guys, I don't know what they. That's
they do
ridiculous.
every time.
It's insane. They don't. Again, I get on Twitter every now and then and battle trolls about the Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wants to see them win.
No.
Major League Baseball doesn't want them to win.
No, it's a flyover state.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, you got an arch. Cool. Let's see you guys. We're going over here.
You guys bringing up Jason Aldean songs, you know?
I don't like the Giants.
Yeah.
Probably pretty much because of recency bias against them in
right.
2012 and 13. Anyway,
Right.
I think the Dodgers are going to win, and if they do, I wouldn't be upset about it. They do have a good team. I like the way they play.
Yeah.
I didn't think pulling Scherzer was a good idea. Scherzer didn't want to give up the ball,
Boy, he was paid off.
Well,
but they
98 pitches or wherever he was at.
the Cardinals.
He
Cardinals
clearly
got
was
him.
not on.
No, he wasn't. If he was dealing,
Right.
if he was dealing like Blake Snell was the year before,
Yeah,
Dave Roberts doesn't
yeah.
go and pull him.
No.
No, he's just like
He might say, go out for the 10th.
yeah,
Go out for the 11th. You're
yeah,
fine.
yeah. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
But it's a different ball game. Dodgers use their analytics a lot better than us.
Wow.
And speaking of Bellinger, him stealing that second base, Yachty bobbling that ball is very uncharacteristic. That exchange between the glove to his hand, that ball just rolled right up his fingers. He was going to be dead to rights. He had it.
Yeah.
But, that's just baseball.
Good.
That's just baseball. A couple inches here, a couple inches there.
Yeah.
Everybody could use a couple more inches here or there. So,
Well, you want to take a break?
yeah, I think we're going to go to break on that. And when we come back, we're going to be talking about
This guy.
Urban Meyer. And
What a segue.
What a segue into
Urban Meyer. And, I'm telling you, I don't know how he still has a job. Okay.
I don't think he wants a job.
Well, when you do the stuff that Urban Meyer did, you really don't want a job. But when we come back, we're going to be talking about Urban Meyer, and this should get really interesting. So we'll see you guys in just a little bit on the Coach's Talk. All right, welcome back to the Coach's Box. Again, we're gonna work out technical difficulties. I'm over here. I think we could have got a trained monkey to do this better. And I'm all thumbs. It's these fat fingers. But a couple things to get going before we get into the meat of the show again.
Yeah, before we go to our next segment, what we want to do first, we want to thank everybody. We were kind of talking about this off air, especially the last couple episodes. So we want to thank all of the viewers and all of our followers. We've gone from just under 500 to well over 700 followers in less than 2 weeks, and that's just that's a big shout out to all of you guys. Sharing, talking about the show, telling everybody, hey, you know what? Why don't you go take an evening and listen to these fools talk a little bit and banter? So
who would want to do that?
Who would want to do that? But we want to say thank you guys. We really appreciate it. And
Absolutely.
Chris is going to give us an announcement here.
Wait, I am?
A special announcement.
Special.
Special.
Well, if we're Jason's in charge of special stuff.
Well, I'm not in charge of anything.
I'm just here.
Tell me when I need to show up.
What time is it?
Wait, I thought you guys said there'd be beer.
Hey, no.
Damn it.
I'm drinking water.
Yeah, attaboy.
Hey.
Well, anyway, yeah, Zach's right. We do have a special announcement. Tomorrow night we're gonna be dipping our toes in some new water here. We were kind of asked to to stream the game as part of a Coach's Box special, the St. Pius and St. Vincent game, and you can see that on our Facebook page tomorrow night. Me and Zach for sure are going to be down there calling the game. We would invite Jarvis, but he has other obligations.
I'm going to be in Bayless.
So
He's going to be up in South County, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know that a St. Vincent, St. Pius game would be up my alley.
too much saintlyhood.
A lot of saints.
I mean, just good God, what are you doing? You're killing your water down there.
Trying to get it.
Trying to get
Knocked
it.
it over.
Just set it up on the table like anybody's gonna matter.
But we're gonna try. Hopefully, internet works out for us so we can find a
So
spot.
are you two doing the play-by-play?
We're gonna try. We might. Hey, you might just want to tune in just to see the train wreck that might happen.
That is correct.
But we're gonna try this out.
Yeah.
We like Chris
That'll be
said.
good for the Pius fans and the St.
Well,
Vincent
that's,
fans if they can't make it to the game.
Hey, it's St. Pius'
right here.
homecoming.
Oh.
No, St. Vincent's homecoming.
I'm sorry,
Too much saints.
Too many. That's
many.
next week.
Oh, so
That's
it's
next
at
week.
St. Vincent?
It's
At St. Vincent.
So, man, Bruce getting you hooked up.
I hope. Hey, maybe we can talk him or somebody else to come
that'd be
on
awesome
the show.
if you
Wouldn't
get
it?
Bruce on. I might watch that game just for
So
that.
yeah, we're going to be streaming the game through the Coach's Box Facebook page. We've got it shared out from the St. Pius Facebook page. A couple of the St. Vincent pages have already shared it out. We're doing this for free. We're going to make sure that everybody has a chance to watch it, and it's just going to be something fun for us.
Oh, for free.
For free.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And that way everybody has a chance to get a chance to watch the game. Yeah. And it's tough getting streaming down there in the land of Perry County, but we're gonna come down there.
There's a lot of things hard to get down there, like
calls. I hope someone's watching this show. Hey, you feel free to comment if you feel it's any different. We just see things a little different. We call it as we see it.
We talk about perception being reality. Right?
I mean, let's just cue up the show card here. It says we call it like we see it on purpose because guess what? We do call it like we see it, and it's really tough sometimes to get some good calls down it. But it's all in good fun. We do enjoy. Yeah. I know me and Jason have had our battles with Coach Valroy and his don't start. Don't be a shit stirrer, okay? Go on now.
Yeah, I don't have to go down there this year, so thank God.
Yeah, I do.
But he'll bring his refs up here, so it won't matter.
Well, that'll happen.
Goodness gracious.
You know,
it's happened.
I know, but at least they're not related to when they come up here. They go down there. Bruce has very much said that too, so it's. I'm not saying anything that he hasn't said himself. But either way, It should be fun. We're gonna enjoy doing it. Like Zach said, if it's a train wreck, tune in for that because it's one of those things like, oh my gosh,
It
I'm
won't
watching
be
this.
a train wreck.
Is that Zach has done play-by-play before?
Oh, now you put it on me.
Now, I'm
you
not
put
saying
it
he's a
on me.
professional.
I've done a game with
Hey,
you.
I know.
Yeah.
Hey, we've done some games.
Yeah,
and
that's
it's
right.
been fun.
Yeah, and
Chris knows how to push buttons.
Sometimes.
So sometimes for.
I've done some color
I mean,
commentary.
Right.
there may be some.
I played Madden before. I know about football. Okay.
There may be,
X.
there's gonna be,
Why are you blitzing all the time?
I can't wait to see the camera angles and stuff. That's what
Now
I'm
we're going to keep it pretty minimum. We're not going to have a bunch of different cameras.
No,
we're
no.
we're going to have the game. We might have something on in the booth. That's about it. We
He's
won't.
just sideline reporter.
We don't need a. That's too much.
That was supposed to be you, but you're busy.
Yeah, you're
So,
busy.
Can't do that.
Maybe we can see if Blair's up to. You never know. We'll see if we can't get somebody to.
Better be
to
cheering on the Black Cats is what
I
he should
was
be
gonna
doing.
say.
Well, I mean, he'll probably be all about it from
He
wherever he
is
is.
Mr. Black Cat. You know.
Yeah.
Mayor,
He couldn't be. Yeah.
future mayor of
Mayor.
our
Speaking of Blair, who's not on the, I don't think he's out on his political campaign trail.
Not yet.
Now, he couldn't be with us tonight. He does send his best and hopes that you guys have a chance to tune in and watch. I think he is actually watching right now. But either way, again, it should be a good time. We're excited about it.
Hey, my fans want to know, is my mic on?
I don't know, is it?
It should be. I haven't touched the mic.
Uh-oh.
But like
Dude.
you said, technical difficulties.
I don't know. Like tap on it and
I
see.
don't know, is it? Can you
Yeah,
hear me now?
yeah.
Okay.
I can hear it.
All right, here we go.
You're just not
I'll
loud.
I just need to talk loud.
I've heard you the whole time. It's
All right.
us. We just talk loud.
We just
You
talk
do.
loud.
You do.
I'm kind of wondering if I'm too loud, but that's probably the case.
Well, speaking
Still
of
gonna be
loud,
interesting watching you guys.
it'll
Go
be
ahead.
fun. Hey, you can watch it the next day.
Oh.
But we'll talk about that.
You mean
Yes.
it'll still be up there?
Yes. it will
Oh,
be.
okay.
Yeah, well,
We'll
we'll put it back
Will
up
it cost
there.
me $20 or something?
No, it'll be free.
Oh, okay.
We want to make sure that look, we're not making any money off this. Hell, we don't make any money off this show.
No.
We could give up our time and everything because we just enjoy.
It's
Because
hanging
I
out
just
and
like
BSing.
coming to Pius so much.
That's the thing. Hey,
That's actually
you are a closet Lancer.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, Lancer through and through.
yeah.
Let's not get carried away here,
Speaking
people.
of through and maybe through.
Oh my gosh!
Hey, we were cracking up. We got it. I believe the quote was, "Please tell us we're going to be talking about Urban Meyer on the show."
Please,
And
Urban Meyer, who oh my gosh, I just got a text from Coach Valeroy. That's oh yeah, you know what? Oh man. All right, so apparently we need glasses. Coach Valeroy says me and you need glasses on the calls. That's great. Hopefully we get Coach Valeroy up there and he can be a part of that. He is so much fun to talk to. Just a lot of fun.
I enjoy when I scout them just to watch him.
Oh yeah, he is definitely a show by himself, but at the same time he's done a great job with those kids. He always has them up to play, and
Still doesn't mean I like his officials.
I don't have to like them. I don't like going down there, but it's okay.
You know what? I think two of the technicals I've actually had have been against him.
Well, maybe you shouldn't be so mean to members of his family.
Well, and then they threw members of my family out even at one of them.
So,
But anyway,
okay, Urban Meyer.
Urban Meyer.
Let's get to Urban Meyer. Urban Meyer, who they lose to?
Appreciate the grind.
Who they lose to? Cincinnati, right?
Everybody.
Well, okay,
Everybody. Oh,
okay.
boy.
That game in particular before lost to what? Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Now,
Cincy.
most people go. You know, most coaches will ride the plane home, go with the team.
Right.
Head coaches.
He had family stuff.
Yeah. So he says that he's going to stay behind with family because they're in Ohio and he's in Ohio, and decides he's going to go to a restaurant, which happened to be his restaurant.
It was his own restaurant.
And
It's his own Applebee's.
yeah.
its own whatever, yeah.
Man, must be
And
nice.
so Urban Meyer proceeds to get a little intoxicated. And when I say little, I'm pretty sure he was sauced. 7 sheets. And there's some video that's not very good video to have when you're married to someone else of a college co-ed who looked like they were getting the 5-finger discount at his restaurant. And well, maybe it was 3, I don't know. And it's not very kosher to have that to be videoed and on top of pictures taken, took pictures with this person, and then they all end up on social media.
Do we not know where we're at in 2021? These things right here.
Everybody's watching.
Everybody's watching, except for this show.
Right.
Yeah, wait.
Everybody's
Outside of the
watching.
show, everybody's watching. So when
Right.
you're the head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars, it doesn't matter. Even though they suck, even though they've always sucked, you're a head coach in the National Football League. You're already under scrutiny for every decision you've made from go at this job. That you're supposed to turn this franchise around. You've won at all your college stuff probably because you cheat. And guess what? You can't. What you said before. He's trying to lose the job. I don't want to do it. He's going to stay behind because I just need to get out of Dodge and everybody needs to take a breather. You already act like you're mentally fatigued, and it's what, your fourth game?
Right.
Which he left his last couple jobs because of fatigue.
Right.
You know what a freaking joke.
USC is open. Right?
Well, I wouldn't doubt it if he doesn't pull that. Okay, I'm going to step down, and then the next week later he's the head coach at USC. He is a freaking joke. I said it when they hired him. He was a joke. I never have liked him. I think he's a prick. Okay, I really don't care. All right. And what does he do? He acts like one in his freaking own restaurant. I heard it was under like a mural of him and his wife. All this happened too. That's hearsay maybe, but what a guy. What a guy.
Well, I mean, what was actually? I mean,
Well, what? What does he do that was wrong?
was it like a lap dance? I mean,
No. Like, okay, so
He's sitting in a chair.
he's sitting in a high stool.
High stool.
Like
I
he went to the
saw
bar.
the picture and she like backed up on
And
it.
she wanted to- I mean, there was a lot of backing and forthing and feeling, loving, touching, squeezing, maybe as Journey would say. And it's not good when that's out there. Then he has to go and tell the team.
Yes, apologize.
Now, here's the good one.
Okay.
How would you handle? Please, for the love of God, don't ever be in this situation. But if you had to say something that involved you, how would you do it?
I don't.
And what kind of meeting would you have?
What, like
Total team meeting.
Total team meeting,
Total
right?
team meeting.
Okay. No, he doesn't have a total team meeting. He doesn't bring the entire roster in and the coaching staff and everybody. He has little individual meetings with little groups. And basically he comes in, says that this is what's going on, and then he leaves. It's reported that the players were just laughing, making fun of him as he's walking out the door. You're done. You're done. You have no respect in the locker room. And he has no intention of resigning. That tells you just how much of an arrogant piece of crap he really is. He's no intention of resigning. He's lost the locker room. Now he's just stealing money.
Well,
They got to fire him. And if I'm them, I've got my lawyers digging through every morality clause in his contract. I'm going to find something. And if it costs me $1 million to not have to pay him whatever he's making, which is too much, if it's over $5, he's got to go. And he's a piece of crap. I have no respect for him. I never have liked him. I didn't even like Florida. Sorry, Coach Tillman. I don't like Ohio State. And they hire him.
Tim Tebow. Come on now.
What about it?
Florida.
Yeah? So
Yeah, you gotta love Tim Tebow.
I didn't like him when he played at Florida. I never have liked Florida. I didn't like the Gators or the basketball team when they won back-to-back
it's
national
hard not to
champions.
like Tim Tebow.
I like Tim Tebow.
Dude, he's yoked.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I
Yeah,
saw
but he
him
couldn't
the
block
other day.
anybody.
No.
Well, he might have,
No.
he's a quarterback.
He tried to play tight end. Maybe you should have tried that earlier on before he got
tried.
old.
Well,
And besides that, I mean, okay, so you take Tim Tebow out of the mix. So you got Aaron Hernandez. Okay. Yeah, now talk to me. How many other criminals in Florida?
well, then he had the Cooper situation when he was in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm just saying.
yeah. But hey, once again though, what do they say if you had?
The Calipari of football.
Well,
I know that Riley would like hearing that.
so what does he do though? He leaves and then what? Goes back to Fox? Goes back to being an analyst? Goes to the college game?
Oh, he's
Goes off
gonna take the next head coaching job at a major college that's open because they're gonna take him. They think he's won everywhere he's went. He won when he's at Utah.
Right.
He won when he's at Florida.
Right.
He won at Ohio State.
Right.
He wins. He can coach the college game.
Well,
He's only good for about 4 years, and that's it.
Well, and I think that was probably sort of the disconnect. Now, once again,
It is a
his hiring of the Iowa coach and all. I mean, so it was from the
Yeah,
jump
hire
that-
some
that
racist dude from Iowa. Good job. Some racist white guy in a team in a league that is primarily African American, and that's good. Hey, that's
your
good.
That's
That's
your
good.
first hire.
That's your first hire. And then you're going to bring in Tim Tebow and take a roster spot away from somebody who can actually play the position that you got Tim Tebow to try. No, you could have brought Tim Tebow in. If you wanted him to mentor Trevor Lawrence, you bring him on as like a quarterback coach.
Right.
Like, hey, here you go. You're not going to make it as a baseball player. Here, try this.
I would have brought him on as a fourth string quarterback. I would have let him do that. Hey, you can't tell me that Tim Tebow still, from the time he left to now, that he couldn't have been a backup or a third stringer.
Obviously, he couldn't because nobody gave him a job.
Well, there's reasons why. It had nothing to do with his play.
Well, so now he's the same as Colin Kaepernick?
I think Colin Kaepernick is the same as Tim Tebow.
Not the same reasons.
Well, once again,
Similar, but not the same.
Is the juice worth the squeeze?
Yeah.
That was the whole thing.
Do you want the media attention that you get from both? No.
No.
Depends. I mean, if you're Jacksonville right now, you're getting a lot of media attention. Do you want it?
You might need to bring Tim Tebow in, calm things down a little bit.
I'm just really excited. I'm excited. Anyway, I think that you got to fire him. I don't even like firing coaches. I just think you got to fire him. You got to move on. Gotta go.
Or do you give him an out?
Guys, you want to okay?
Want to fire what?
We got
I know where he's going with
we
this. I
got
know
players
he's going
that are doing all kinds of stuff. So now you're going to fire a coach
Yeah.
because he got a lap dance at an Applebee's.
It wasn't a lap dance because then they actually have to be sitting and then they have to be on your lap.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, man,
what I heard.
you got domestics, you got
Sure.
I mean, you got all this other
Yeah,
stuff.
bro.
But you're the head coach.
That is part of
I
it.
understand. he's
You're the
that
leader.
coach.
How do you? Okay, you got guys who are still kids in the National Football League. They are 24, 25. If I see people, I still think they're kids.
Yeah.
Okay,
They still are.
They
We were
still
24,
are.
25.
Yeah, oh yeah.
We
What kind of
were
decisions
kids.
were you making at that age? Oh, okay.
Not great.
Brilliant,
Not great.
brilliant.
So his job is to be the leader of this group. He can't be going out and doing the same thing that these guys are doing at his age and then turn around and tell them, hey, don't do that.
I agree. I'm just
Gotta
saying, man.
Gotta go. Give him his papers.
Well, he
Pink
lost
slip.
the
See ya.
locker. He lost the locker room because yet there's another college coach that tries to implement the college game at the professional level, and they haven't figured out when as soon as you get money involved, they're different people. They are pros. That's the reason why Carroll didn't necessarily do it. I mean, he left USC to go to Seattle, and now he's doing well.
That is awesome. Tony La Russa passed out a stoplight.
Yeah,
Heck, and then got another DWI with the White Sox.
I know.
Okay.
And he's leading young men,
I
and
know.
we're allowing him to lead young men.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a great point,
I
Ron
know.
Rhodes.
I
Usually I
know.
don't agree with you and your carpenterness. But
You had to bring it up, didn't you?
Yep.
Now we gotta go to it.
I understand.
I mean,
what
that's
you're
what
saying.
I'm saying. That's what I'm like. So, I mean, we had presidents commit adultery. I mean, you don't.
Yeah.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Who said that?
Old Bill.
Yeah.
Slick Willie?
Yeah.
He should have said, I had sexual relations with that.
Yeah, I did it. What do you care? just be open about it, right?
I mean, you got JFK, Marilyn Monroe. I mean,
That's a legend.
come on, dude.
It's a legend.
And yeah, it's bad. Look, it's bad, but
It's a different age though than what you even with Bill Clinton, even with all that we are.
Is it the whole political thing? You could rob, you could steal, you could kill, but you can't sleep with the interns. It's what it is. I mean, it's just what it is. You don't. I mean, it's the head coach. It's a bad look. I don't know. You can't, like, once again, you can't say
Okay.
morals.
All right,
and
so
then do
so
this.
when we're looking at this, you're saying that everybody's doing this. That's fine. Look at all the other stuff he's done, and that's my point. This is just another. It's just another arrow in the whole thing because you've already. when you first hired that dude from Iowa, come on, man. Then you bring on Tebow, and then he's made other questionable decisions. Now he does this. It tells me he's out of touch. He doesn't want to be there. Just fire him now and let him go and get back into college and coach for his 2 or 3 years again before he leaves that job because he's going to retire or his health or whatever BS kind of shit that he pulls out of his hat. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, do you want to take a break? When you said speaking of college, let's talk about.
Oh. No, we're not ready for a break yet.
Mizzou.
Let's just jump into Mizzou.
You want to jump into Mizzou?
Yeah, let's jump right
Jump
in.
into
Their
college.
defense is awesome.
It's been like all.
Are you okay? Are you
No.
not feeling well? Do we need to check your temperature?
You showed up to Pius with COVID again? I swear to God.
I got COVID in Pius.
No, you didn't.
Oh,
the
my
super
goodness.
spreader event.
Super.
No.
The original super spreader. Is that what
I know you brought it here.
Oh.
Assistant
How about
coach.
Mizzou? With 42 points in the first half.
That was embarrassing.
Why?
Why? Well,
How
because
does that happen?
because you don't want to tackle people or play hard. Is
I
it
know.
all on the coaches? I mean, like
They're the
defensive-
ones that recruited them.
That's true.
They're the ones that are coaching them up.
How do you get kids motivated?
I don't know, defensive coordinator. Tell the viewers.
I used to be a defensive
Whatever
coordinator.
you're
I
doing
used to
now.
be a
Whatever
coach.
you're doing now.
Yeah, it's dude, tackling period, not just at the college level. I mean, it's everywhere. Tackling is bad.
Why? Does it go back to the whole concussion? Does it go back to the CTE?
It's the whole
What-
contact, the whole. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Dude,
I don't know, but I've seen Alabama do some tackling. I've seen other teams do some tackling. What's the
I don't know.
issue?
Mizzou, not good.
Not great.
Not good.
I was way off. I thought in a perfect world, I said this how many shows ago, they had a chance of 9 wins, maybe even double digits going to a
Hell
bowl.
no.
I thought.
I told you I'd take
Who
the under
knew
on
Kentucky?
that. I took the under.
Who knew Kentucky was
Blair.
gonna? Okay, well, okay, all right. You
Blair.
heard it. You heard it here first.
Yeah,
with Blair.
Oh, Blair
he's the
Paul.
only one that said
Boston.
the Cardinals will make the playoff. Blair. He knows all.
The coach is all. Knows all sports.
All sports.
Hey, we already said that commercial.
Yeah, you
Blair knows,
established
right?
that. Blair knows.
all sports.
What do you do going forward?
Well-
So you've already fired one defensive coach.
Sure.
Okay, so heads have to roll. Okay, there's your. What do you do? There's your martyr. What do you do going forward?
Well, I mean, I think you got to work with what you got. You can't
Okay.
trade them. I go to the
You
freaking
recruit.
oh hell yeah I do, and I go to that portal
There you go.
and I try to get as many of those kids. Hey, you show up and play here, you're playing.
You know, hey, that's what I say because they're all 1-year scholarships,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Okay. Bye. And I put we tweeted out. I don't know. Do what you got to do. Come to Mizzou. Oh wait, you're in the portal. Oh wait, you're at Bama. You're Bama's 5th string. Hey, come on over.
You'll be our
Start
first string.
right now. You're
Yeah,
starting.
you're starting.
Yeah.
I'm bringing guys in, and Coach Rhodes says they got buy-in with Coach Drink, and they haven't because they're
You
not
can't-
playing hard.
Well, no, I don't
And,
know.
well, I mean, you didn't buy into the scheme. You're not recruited by the guy, and it's hard when you're playing for a guy who didn't recruit you. It's the same as you getting if you're working for someone who didn't hire you as a teacher, as a coach. That's tough because they might have somebody else in mind.
Now, and I
It's
don't
not fun.
Not great.
Well,
I've been there.
Here's the we all have. Here's the kicker though. It's 2.5 stars playing against 5 stars. Now, I don't necessarily believe in all of the ranking systems, but you're not
Half a star.
half a star. Have a maniacal pillow fight later on, right? Name
And
that
stab a
movie.
guy.
Name that movie, right?
Longest
But
yard.
they can comment it. Come on now, you ruin everything.
I
No,
know.
but anyway, but you're
miss trivia.
3-star recruits at best, and you're playing in the SEC.
Yeah.
That's
Is that a tough conference?
just a
Oh.
tad.
No.
What do they say?
It's gonna get a lot
grown men?
easier now because you're gonna bring Texas and Oklahoma
You
in.
are right. There ain't no defense there, right?
It's like, hey, look, the JV guys are getting called up.
oh
Oklahoma's the only one who might be able to compete.
No.
I said might.
no! Have you seen what
My-
they've done this year? Which
nothing.
we're going to get into. Coastal Carolina, Cincinnati.
Oh, okay.
Huh?
No.
Huh?
Coastal Carolina? Costal?
Chanticleer.
Chanticleer. What
There
is
you
that?
go.
That's a chicken.
You never
right?
heard? Yeah, it's a rooster.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know. Like I haven't
So
watched
wait a
enough.
minute. Are they a rooster?
Yeah.
So
Say
chicken.
male chicken.
Oh, so
You
they're
never heard of that tail? of
so like
Chanticleer?
they're like South Carolina. They're the cocks. Gamecocks.
There's the Chanticleers.
Why don't they just name
Look at
the
this guy
cocks?
here. Oh my gosh. Anyway,
That'd be great. That's marketable. Put that on hats.
Oh, I know you can't. Oh my
That's
gosh.
marketable.
Marketable.
Maybe that,
Everybody would know then. It's like here's a Chanticleers, but I can't even spell that. I can't even start to spell it. It's a CH. I'm out. I'm out after that.
Is that a ch or a how do you
Shit. I'm out. Totally done.
Gosh.
Anyway,
Oh,
I-
but
go ahead.
What do you do going forward? I mean,
You-
you gotta close the border at Mizzou. You gotta get defensive recruits. But
I go back down to Texas and start recruiting there because obviously Texas sucks.
well,
Texas Christian isn't any good anymore.
and
there's too
it's-
many Texas schools that are good.
It's
So?
just so weird. I mean, Mizzou usually, they put out some guys that can play defense.
It was
and we
D
just-
line for a while. How many,
Yeah, it was
how many
D-line U.
defensive? Yeah, for a
Sheldon
while.
Richardson.
Yeah, I mean, you go through
then
the list.
the one that keeps getting arrested.
Oh, I'll bring him up. What's oh shoot, Coney Ely.
Yeah.
He played in the NFL.
Well, you've had some linebackers here or there. I mean, Bolden right now is doing well in the league, but I don't know. You got to have more than on the defensive side. You tell me if I'm wrong. You got to have more than 2-3 guys.
Yeah, you got some guys who want to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing though too. I mean SEC's tough. I let everybody know it's not playing SEMO.
No.
I'd play them home and away though if they wanted to. Right now. I'm a zoo.
Hey, Missouri State might get them right now. They're doing pretty good.
Easy now.
I'm just letting you know.
That's a former Mizzou coach, right? Down there at Missouri State?
Yeah.
Dave
Yeah. So
Alden Smith, that's who I was
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah.
yeah. So does Georgia have a shot against Bama?
Yes,
Georgia looks good.
Georgia looks good.
So what if both of them are undefeated?
Yep.
We'll ask Jarvis. If both of them are undefeated going into the SEC championship, and whoever loses, are you putting them in the playoff?
Yes.
Okay. So you're looking at
The hell
Iowa-
Coastal Carolina or whatever.
all right.
Even though
Iowa-
they're winning by 24 right now.
Who they
Right.
playing?
Some school
Everybody they beat,
some school of the blind.
everybody that they
What?
They win,
wait.
they
What
win everywhere
Sun
they're
Belt
at.
team are they beating?
Does all of them?
Middle Tennessee State.
All of them?
Tennessee Martins.
Hold on, time out.
Steckel's not at Mo State anymore.
Oh, he left.
All
What
right,
about
find out who they're playing.
Iowa's number 3, Penn State's number 4.
Get out of here. Those guys can't play
I'm
with
looking
them.
you didn't let me ask the question.
Ask the question.
Okay.
Ask
What if-
me a question.
What if they match up in the Big Ten championship?
Doesn't matter.
And one of them lose. Are you putting them in?
What the team that lost?
Yes.
Hell no.
I'm just asking. Does that mean you bring Cincinnati in?
No.
Why not? They're sitting here at number 5.
Expand the playoffs. They ain't
Why?
one of the top 4 teams.
But you didn't hear me. I said Iowa is 3,
Sure.
Penn State is 4.
Sure.
If they match up and one of them loses,
Mhm.
then that means Cincinnati would bump up.
Okay. So I would say that whoever wins, but if it's Alabama, Georgia, SEC title, and both were undefeated at that point,
Okay.
the winner is the top seed
Okay.
because duh.
Okay.
Then I'm going to say the loser's 3 or 4, and the team the better team that's undefeated, who's higher ranked, I guess, or BCS, or I don't know how many points they have, playoff points, whatever. Then they're 2, and then you just throw the next guy in. It doesn't matter because you're going to get beat by Georgia, and then
So you don't put Georgia at 4 to play Alabama again.
absolutely not.
But
No.
if the
No.
other 2 teams are undefeated,
Doesn't matter.
Oh my goodness.
Doesn't matter. Who'd you lose to? You lost to Alabama.
So then why not put anybody? Why not just say here's a hat and we're just gonna put 3 other teams?
Doesn't
in?
matter. Okay, take the winner of the SEC.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we're saying that's Alabama.
If you only had right now, if you could only take the winner of the SEC and that was it, you put the other 3 in a hat and shake them up. Are they beating that team?
Right.
Are they?
Yes. Georgia's beating everybody.
No, you're not listening to what I'm saying.
Okay.
The winner of the SEC championship,
So
and that's it. You can't take. Let's just say you can't take the other, which you're going to. They're going to.
Okay.
You take that team and you put 3 other teams in there. You shake them all up and you say, can either any of those three out of the rest of it, your Chanticleers or whoever the hell, can they beat that team? Yes, no.
No.
Then why? Then why put them in there?
Then hold on. Then why are we having a championship? Just give Bama the trophy.
Might as well.
Oh,
Give the winner of the SEC the trophy. It's going to happen.
and then just stop. We're just no bowls. We're just done.
No, I mean, you
All
can
right.
let everybody play for the TVs and stuff. Let the kids have
Everybody have an ice cream cone?
Everybody get the ice cream.
Oh, my
That's what the bowl
gosh.
games are. That's the only reason they haven't done away with them.
The bowl games are for money. Because
Yeah.
everything's about money.
Why can't they make the bowl games into the first round of the playoffs?
How many teams you? But why you
16.
talking about? It doesn't matter because you literally just said whether it's 3 teams, 16 teams, or 115.
Sure.
You're just saying it's Bama or SEC championship.
Sure, they're going to win.
Then why do you want 16 teams?
Well, because you never know, someone might get hurt.
Oh my gosh! Then
You're not going to. Whatever team is going to win the SEC, you can take the next 3 teams and say the SEC can't have 2 teams in it. Okay, cool. The next 3
That would
teams
suck.
cannot beat Alabama, Georgia, whoever wins
that's
it.
Just those 2.
Sure, because
Okay.
that's about it.
Right.
They cannot beat them to win it.
Yeah. Okay.
They're not going to do it. They're
Right.
not going
Right.
to do it.
Okay.
Write it down. They're not going to do it.
Not going to do it.
Okay?
Right.
Clemson's time is over. that
Do you know
ship has
why?
sailed.
Do you know they talked about this? What is he not doing that the other teams are doing?
Cheating.
No. Transfer portal. He's not getting
Well, that's
the one
dumb.
and dones. He's saying, I'm going to get my guys. I'm going to recruit
Sure.
my guys.
Go ahead.
And that's who I'm going to play.
How does being out of the top 25 feel, Dabo?
There you go.
Do whatever you got to do, man. But it's cool. I'm just saying. That's why the top 4 and have this 14 playoff. If I'm the committee.
You don't need it.
I know. But I'm going to put the winner of the SEC and the loser of the SEC championship on each side, and we're going to let those guys play for the whole thing.
Now, hopefully they meet up again.
And they will. They will.
And
You
then,
put the other 2 scrubs in there. It doesn't matter.
Then you have the rematch.
Yeah. And that's
So it's
how much
always
money.
about-
It's
I
all about
know.
money.
I
But you know what?
Yeah.
All
Expand
about money.
expand the playoffs, and then you can let all those other clowns in there too, and they can all feel really good about themselves. The difference in football, college football, and say basketball is there's no parity. There's the haves, and there's the nobody land, and the have and everybody else, and the have-nots. This big gap here, this 50-foot of crap that separates the teams that can win, and pretty much even the good teams in college football,
Well,
they can't compete. They can't compete with the resources, the money, the now you got the name, image, likeness. Oh my gosh, really? If you are any good in Alabama, there's nothing in Alabama. There's no pro sports teams. There's only Alabama. You're the man. I want to come to Alabama so I can be the man, make money now, and win. It's a totally different game. It's a totally different game just because of that. You have the transfer portal. The college football playoffs is a joke. Okay, it's a joke. It's a joke. Expand it. Do away with one of the regular season games. Make it into
That ain't happening.
Why?
Because then everybody's losing money.
Sure, but make
That
it
ain't
make it a bigger tournament. I don't care. Do it the lower level does. Make it a big tournament. Who cares? You want to make money? I have a tournament. I make money. I don't know about you. You guys host tournaments all day long and 6 ways. I used to.
Twice
Yeah,
on
rid of
Sundays.
them.
Yeah, I used to. Now you sell them off to other schools. Justin,
Took it over.
we're gonna take it.
Well, I told him we had a conversation.
Well, we can't
Wanna
have
make
it
a little
anymore.
money.
But yeah, make money with the tournament? Really?
Yeah.
Did you make money with tournaments?
Yes.
There you go.
Still
Tournaments
do.
make money, Zach. Write
I
that down.
understand that.
We're gonna host a tournament.
Yeah, hosting a tournament makes money.
Yeah, still.
Not being in a tournament.
Okay, but who's hosting the tournament?
The
ESPN.
NCAA. There you
ESPN is who's making money?
go. Yeah.
ESPN.
Right.
Disney.
Disney.
Mickey Mouse.
Disney's running everything.
Mickey Mouse runs everything.
Speaking of, now do you want to cut? Or
Oh yeah, we're definitely going to commercial now.
Okay.
Yeah, I got my
Debatable
point
topic.
across.
I
I thought we were
got
just
it.
debating.
But an actual debatable topic.
Oh,
I'm curious to see your points on our debatable
Do you
topic.
really want to see my viewpoints? I'm just saying.
All right.
Anyway, well, we'll be right back with a short break. You're watching the Coach's Box. We'll see you in a little. And we're back on the Coach's Box. Hopefully we got Zach's microphone figured out.
Maybe. Can you hear me out there? Can you hear me?
Let me turn you down now.
All right.
Good God.
Well, I have a microphone.
I have a microphone.
And you don't, so you listen to every word I have to say.
Oh,
Speaking of debatable topics, you ready? So we saw this out in the internet lands, and I thought to get your guys' opinion.
The internet?
Yeah, into the
Interwebs.
So here's how it was written. So I just took it, copy paste. So
Like your kids in class.
right, Wikipedia, right? Wikipedia, right?
Change the font when you turn it in.
Please do that.
Like, if you're gonna cheat, wait, I gotta say
Hold on,
this.
Todd, go ahead.
If you're
You
gonna
say it.
cheat,
Please.
don't be a dipwad, okay? And you copy and paste, and then you turn it in, and it's 7 different fonts of different sizes, and I'm going, why did you change it? And you give me like some lame excuse that you accidentally clicked on it and changed it. No. First off, you don't write that well. You don't have any grammar skills.
No.
Please stop.
Yeah.
Don't lie. Just admit
Yeah.
I copy and paste because I'm
If
lazy.
you're going to, just try harder.
Try-
Why-
if you're gonna- yeah,
See,
try
that's
harder
the
to
thing, you
cheat.
can cheat. That's the thing, right? So we've been all in education 15 plus years. That's one of the big things. I remember year one, man, I won't tell you what district I was at. Maybe it had a black and red cat on the top. Man, those guys,
Lesterville.
yeah, they tried. Man, they were good at trying to cheat. Like, now it didn't work out because they were junior high kids, but I at least applauded their effort. Like, they were creative. No, it's not even.
They're not even
now.
trying.
They're not even trying now.
You didn't
Not
try
even
it at all.
trying now.
I mean,
Come on.
we would take the spelling words at least, and it was as simple as putting it under the desk of the smartest kid in class and having the sheet under their desk. So if anybody came and saw, why do you got the spelling words turned up? And they're just like, I didn't know anything about. Oh, you know, and they get in trouble. That was simple. Or you just write everything, you know, on your hand or on your arm.
I will tell you.
How about you writing on a yellow pencil?
Seen that before.
Here was a great one, right? This is year one out of Black Cat Land. It is great. So they're all in their probably 30s now. So
you can out them now.
And so here was a great one, right? Beginning of the year or whatever it was. Hey, do you have any Kleenexes? Yeah, here's some Kleenexes. They blow their nose, go to the trash can, and then, hey, I need some more Kleenexes. Okay, great. Blow their nose, go to, and they're just all of them, right? And they're all having to go to the trash can. But I gotta blow my nose, blow my. And then, come on, guys, come on, y'all ain't sick right now. I mean, I applaud your effort. It's great. Hey, critical thinking skills, top notch.
That's problem solving. I have a
study.
problem. I didn't study, so let's solve it.
But anyway.
Hey, wait, real quick.
Yeah.
Kevin says, "Or realize that Google Docs has a version history, and you somehow wrote 12 pages in 8 seconds." That's futility at its finest. All right, debatable
okay, here we
topic.
go.
Sorry,
You are on the losing end of a butt kicking.
been there, done that.
Yes. lots
Next
of
question.
times,
I've
right?
had it happen.
Do you
Yep.
leave your starters in to play against the other team's second and third string, because this was on the football, or put your subs in?
Say on the
Why?
football?
Either way. What are the benefits? Either way. So you are on the butt kicking end. You are on the turbo clock end. Do you leave your starters in? Do you take them out? Put in your subs. Why? Either way. Explain. What are the benefits? Either way. What do you guys think? I'm torn. Here, seeing because it blew up. It blew up.
Now, are you talking about in football?
Any sport. They were discussing on football. They were discussing football. So my question, any sport, if we all coach multiple sports, so tell me, is it different? Well, is it different from sport to sport? What do you do as a coach? I mean,
Go ahead, Jason.
Well,
I'm told after seeing everybody's reasoning for both, I really kind of am on the fence about it, because I totally see why both sides. And go discuss.
Yeah, go ahead.
Come on,
Jump in
guys.
there. Go ahead, Jay. I want to hear you first. I'm over here working. Go ahead.
I hate this topic. I don't like it.
I don't like it.
Well, that's why it's debatable. Okay.
Go ahead.
Well,
come
then I
on.
tell you what, you come up with some material on the show.
No.
Instead of just
No, I
showing
got
up at
time for that.
7:59.
I got time for that.
I ain't got time for that. I'm just sitting here.
Oh.
I just, man, it's just. It doesn't matter which way you do it, you're still wrong, in some people's eyes. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna sub.
You're gonna sub?
I'm gonna sub because I'm just probably gonna sub. I mean, and I think it might depend on who I'm playing. Also, what if their subs are as good as my? You know, what if their subs are still pretty darn good? If I put my subs in, it just may make it even worse. I don't know. It's hard. It's in basketball. I'd probably sprinkle. I'd probably still, I might still have to leave a point guard in to handle the ball. I might. That would be one of the things that I would probably look at, and I'd probably sub.
What do you think, Chris?
I've sub.
You would sub?
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, you gotta get those kids playing time.
Mm-hmm.
You've already showed that the first group, they're not getting it done. Okay, and look, some days you just, as a group collectively, you have those days, even if you're a good team, and especially a lot of teams I've coached, they're not. But let's live to fight another day. Let's let these guys get a chance to get in and get some playing time. And sometimes things can happen, and you got to rally around those. That little victory at the end. You can take that into the next practice.
Well,
that helps get those kids still pumped about playing, because
that's why you leave. So that's part of the argument that people were discussing about leaving starters in. You're trying to get a touchdown. You're trying to score some more points. We talked about at the other end about, you're trying to lower the score by pressing, but if you're on the other side of it, which this is now what we're discussing, you as a coach, though, you have to try and, like you just said, rally the troops to go forward.
Yeah, well, I mean, at what point though have you rallied and it's not happening? Okay, I mean, look, okay, let's look at the professional game. I know it's a little different, but if you're losing, they'll pull the quarterback. Okay, it's time. All right, you've tried, you've had your time. Okay, you got to come out. Happens in basketball too. I mean, NBA is a little different because sometimes they just stop playing and let the other team back in for no reason at all. Yeah. College game, a lot of times they'll put their subs in even when they're getting thumped. Because at that point, what are you doing? You're not. It's like you're in quicksand. Kids are still trying hard, but you're not getting anywhere. So I'm going to go ahead and put. And now that goes back to the unwritten rule. I think we talked about a few weeks ago, where if they put their subs in, do you pull your starters? It's like white flag. The game is you've conceded the game. Do you pull your starters? As the guy who's up, I want the 30 if it's basketball because I want the clock to run. But at the end, if it's over 30 and they're still have their starters out there and I put my subs in, then I'm going to say something because, okay, you proved your point. I'm conceding the game. We're getting these other kids playing time because those kids go through practice all the time. They're looking for playing time. If you're playing in games where you're really close and some of your kids are buried on the bench, how are you going to get them playing time? Especially if it's a junior who could help you next year if you got a bunch of seniors. Those are games that you have to find ways to get those kids in.
If I'm getting my butt kicked.
That's why you got to play the subs.
You got to play the subs.
Yeah.
It's already proven that their first team is way better than my first team.
Yeah.
So why roll them out there still?
Yeah. They've already had the chance.
Heck, I've subbed, getting my butt kicked, and I've subbed before the other team has subbed before. Okay, dude, I got it. All right, hey, you five, go in and get them.
Here's my only thought, and I think football is different from basketball because of the quarter situation on two different days. And I'm really talking about the small school side with lower numbers. My thought is on the football side, I probably want to play the older guys longer because those JV kids are going to get JV minutes.
Yeah.
That they get their own game on the Monday, and these junior seniors that are varsity only, hey, they're getting thumped, but just because they're getting thumped doesn't mean I need to take them out to put in a kid who's going to automatically get 4 quarters in a couple days on a Monday. So that's my only
Well, in
thought
football,
process.
it's a little different. In basketball, though, you get 6 quarters a night.
It's more maneuverable. If that's the right word. And this was on a football board, and so that was now. Like I said, if it's your second string or upperclassmen, then yeah, you're going to sub. But in the small school setting, how many second string, third string are you're not even getting a third string.
Dude, we're starting sophomores and freshmen.
Well, if you're talking about
on varsity right now, we have a game tomorrow, and we're starting a freshman at middle linebacker.
Well, but if you're talking about bigger schools who have the ability to play all upperclassmen for the most part on their varsity.
But I'm 7.
Yeah. But even so, I'm still subbing as much as I can. At that point, it's look, we're done.
That's the time you get those kids playing time.
Yeah, let them enjoy playing. Hell, they're out there, especially in football. They're killing each other. They're trying their hardest. They're freaking Rudy. You don't have Rudy if you didn't sub.
Right now, do you?
That's a movie, by the way, Jarvis.
Rudy.
Do you think are you sacrificing the future for the now, or vice versa, the now for the future? Because as a coach, do you want to try and end the game on something positive?
I can find positives when I put my subs in. That's what I just said. I'm not saying no. The now is you're getting your ass kicked. Here's the now. Okay, you didn't do it. You didn't do it. You didn't do it. You're coming out. We'll fix it in practice. Yeah. You're in. Go play. We'll coach you up. It's like people when they put their subs. What I hate seeing is when basketball coaches put their subs in, they sit down.
I think
that you're done. No, I'm coaching those kids too. We might be getting
Coach 'em
whipped.
just as hard.
Coach them just as hard. If I'm sitting the whole game, I'll sit the whole game. But if I'm standing, I'm going to stand. I'm going to coach those kids because they deserve that.
Yep.
They worked their butts off for that. They earned that for me to do that. It's to me, it's disrespectful for me.
Right.
But for me not to give them that chance when you've already shown you're the first team, guys, you ain't getting it done. Well, yeah, they got to
The
go.
worst is though when you're in those situations and you're getting your butt kicked, and you do put your subs in,
And they don't.
and they are playing just as bad, or they are not into the game either. Like, say your main 8 guys,
Sure.
7 guys,
We're talking football or basketball.
basketball here.
Okay.
Your main 7 just ain't got it tonight.
Yeah.
And then you go to your subs and they ain't even. You can tell they could care less to be out
You
there.
know what? Hey.
That's when it gets.
Yeah, but
rough.
that's for you. I mean, you hate it for them because now instead of being down by 30, now you're down by 40. But at the same time, hey, anybody says if any of the kids would complain, it's like you had your chance. These guys have been working their
No,
butts
I'm just
off.
saying the whole.
No, I'm just saying. I know.
I mean, there's
it
been
can get ugly.
there's been a couple times where I've sat down and just went, man, it doesn't matter what I say tonight, it is not working.
Hey, I've had my butt thumped so bad. I had a kid who hardly ever plays, the nicest kid ever. They nicknamed him Pooh Bear, and I had to put Pooh Bear in, and it went from being a 30 to a 50 real quick. Okay,
The ball found Pooh Bear too.
always found Pooh Bear.
Always found.
Always found him. Wish he
They
could have scored a couple more
always
buckets.
Find that person.
So I need to make a shirt that says the ball always finds Pooh Bear. But or fat kids don't win relay races. One of the two. I'm gonna market it. I gotta let those kids play.
Yep.
So it to me, how do you feel about it?
Like I said,
That's not a debatable topic then, because we all agreed. Damn it, Zach, you got one
hear me.
job.
You didn't hear. I said on the football side of things, I think I'm going to leave the starters in a little bit longer because the JV kids have their own game. Now,
Yes.
Now here's the caveat to this. There's a reason why. So go into the reasons why. Are you going to leave it? Are you going to leave the guys in so they pad their stats? No, I'm not going to do that. But if it's on the football side, and I don't trust that this kid's going to be safe, I don't know. I'm gonna have to have that conversation. If I got to have that conversation with mom and dad afterwards, listen, my job's to take care of your kid, and if I don't think he's going to be safe, then I can't put him in. But I think I'm not going to do it for the wrong reasons, which is I got to get the senior stats.
That would be the wrong reasons.
Basketball or football.
Yeah.
But I there's something about momentum, and there's something about trying to find just something positive, even in a thrashing. And if you could do that, it might help you for later on. It might be a catalyst for the next week, or I don't know, going forward in the next year.
I've had to leave him. You have a kid come off an injury, he's one of your starters, and then you're getting your butt kicked, and I left him out there because I'm like, dude, he needs to get that.
Yeah.
He couldn't hit a shot all night. I'm like, dude, shoot it every time you get it. We got to get this out of your system now, so that later on,
No, I agree. But at the same time, it's just I'm subbing the kids.
Now, and,
Yep.
Well, and like I said, I think I'm going to do that too, and it's different. But once again, you've got an offense, you've got a defense, you've got special teams. We're talking apples and oranges when it comes to basketball, baseball, football. And I'm going to go ahead and assume soccer and all of those other sports. But I think football is slightly different than those other sports. I don't know.
Well, some of your younger kids have no business being on a varsity field
There we
yet,
go.
too. And so
There we go.
then you're like,
There we
man,
go.
if I put him in and, their backup junior comes and cracks him or
There you
something,
go.
and then he gets a concussion in this game, he ain't going to be able to play in the JV game. Like,
Which is-
we're scrambling right now at Herky just to have enough kids to play the JV game. We got, like, a good freshman class, but that sophomore class isn't very big. And then you can only bring so many juniors. And then if that kid ended up getting thrown in the mix on Friday, then you're trying to juggle quarters, and it's It's a mess sometimes in football. I mean, football, it's hard sometimes.
Well, and that goes back to just the dumb rule about juniors and JV. Juniors need to be playing JV. If anybody should be able to play JV except for seniors. Now, if you're a first-year guy, that's debatable. But first year,
And we played seniors. We talked to the coach beforehand.
Yeah, but I don't think it should be a thing where you have to even, especially in basketball.
Right.
I mean, if you go to big schools, they have juniors who play JV.
It's called junior varsity.
Yeah.
Junior varsity.
Oh, yeah.
Varsity was something you had to earn, and you might just get it there 1 year.
Blair has a lot of. He'll have a lot of girls that are juniors playing on the JV.
Well,
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. We might. Don't know.
And here's the thing, though. There's nothing wrong with that.
There's not.
There's nothing wrong with that because you're playing. You're getting the opportunity to play.
Exactly.
And at the end of the day, that's what it's about.
I had a kid, his junior year, he came out. It was one of my first years there. And I'm like, listen, I know you're a junior and all you got, because these kids think they're a junior, they should be on varsity.
Right.
And I said, hey, you're going to play JV. I said, but you're playing for next year. You're playing on the JV to get reps. And the very next year, he was my starting point guard.
Yep.
So, I mean, it just depends on what it is and who it is and what you're going to use them. And
Situation. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a team of, in basketball, 7, 8 seniors. So here's your option. Go down and play JV. Or what do kids do? Nah, I'm not going to play this year. And then they're going to expect to come back out as seniors. And what? Oh, well, now that all that class graduated, I'm just going to walk into a starter role. Well, you might be a senior on paper by a number, but your ability is still at the sophomore level.
Well, and if you sat a whole year out
Yeah.
because of that, I mean, come on.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hard thing to do as a head coach. Those are the decisions you have to make, and
It shouldn't be. It's the only reason why it's a hard decision is because of the backlash.
Yes.
There's no hard decision. You right now know, both of you guys as head coaches, if you could sit here and say, you know what, I'm not gonna have any oversight, or there's not gonna be some type of backstabbing, if there's no negative outcome for the decisions I make. And you got a guy that's going to be an upperclassman that could go play JV, you're going to play him in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
oh, I got a kid that's gonna be a junior this year, and he ain't gonna probably see a whole lot of playing time on the varsity level because of the position he plays, and so on and so forth. And he's a little behind everyone else. And I'm probably gonna ask that kid, hey, you want more playing time? You're gonna have to play on the JV.
Well, and that's what I mean. If you're there to play and get better, I mean, what's your intentions here? Well, yeah, everybody wants to play varsity. Well, not everybody gets to play varsity. It is a privilege to play. You have to remind kids sometimes that you're not entitled to, oh, I'm a senior.
Well,
I do
and
this.
people,
No.
and it's not just kids; it's people. Well, my son, he's a senior. So what?
I don't care what he is.
My freshman is better than him. We'll play.
Oh, I don't care. I don't care what age they
Yeah.
are. I mean, I think there's something to be for developing kids. So it's hard for freshmen to play varsity. I mean, it's a select few that get a chance to. And even we played Flanagan on the varsity, and there was times where he looked good, and there was also times where he did not. And
Oh yeah, I mean, you saw. I mean, the first game we played you, I didn't play hardly any sophomores. So the next time,
and after that, I said, you need to play those sophomores, Jason. And you're like, why are you telling me how to beat you? And I said, well, because I like you and we're friends. And then you beat me, and I'm like, I don't like you anymore. And
well,
Let's
I
go get
mean,
some chicken wings.
let's go get some chicken wings, Jason.
I was headed to that playing the sophomores more. It was a process. I gave my seniors as many chances as they could,
And you try to do that.
Yeah,
you do.
I had a few seniors who've been there with me for 4 years, and when I saw that the sophomores could do the job, I started putting them in a little more.
And
By the way, I re-looked at that too because you're always saying that my son just went like this when he made that three. That was it.
I told you he did something with his arm. It was
He went.
all right, so
okay.
Yeah.
okay, we'll have something for you on that.
He didn't do
night.
the like on the side or
The Dairy Smiles.
yeah. Hey,
no, that's a
other
dated
time.
reference.
The way I look at it is, if he keeps hitting threes, he can throw that three up there all he wants.
Oh, coming around. Hey, Billy Pruno, he's coming around. There we go. Yep.
I didn't like it. He was talked to about it after the game, but it was a big three. We didn't
When you do it, look at Coach Miller when you do it.
run by him like this.
Got some more for you, right? He's over there.
I'll just wait until after the game to hit you.
Oh, you can hit him too. It's all right.
Coach Miller, just slap that kid. Oh, it's okay. I told him he could do it.
I gave you permission.
Ooh, Geno Smith playing quarterback for Seattle right now.
What?
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Well, it's about
Yeah,
that time.
yeah. We want
I
to
think
go ahead
it's
and
time.
we want to remind everybody about our special broadcast again tomorrow night.
Special because of the two special people that are
It
going
was
to be
supposed to
doing
be.
this
It was supposed to be
broadcast.
you, but yeah,
It
that's why it
can't
was
be
special.
me.
I know.
Well, it can. I mean, you could just say, "Hey, I'm sick. I got
I'm
the Rona."
coaching.
Oh, anyway, tomorrow night, game should start 7:00. It might be a little bit later because of their homecoming events are going to be before. But
Hey, Perryville knows how to throw
They
homecoming,
do
man.
it right.
we might get invited to the after party. You never know. How they know how to party down there.
I did a year down there, and they know how to throw homecoming.
But
biggest bonfire I've ever seen.
apparently, Coach Valeroy is expecting us, so I'm kind of wondering what kind of hostile environment we're going
my
into.
Goodness. Hey, if he's expecting us, you need to save us a place up in the press box.
Yeah,
All right, Coach?
let's find us a good spot.
Yep.
It should be a lot. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, all things considered. We're actually going to try to be somewhat objective, calling the game.
Who's doing the play-by-play?
You're going to be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You
Exactly.
can't be objective.
Yes, I can.
No,
I'm the
they're-
most objective one on the show. What are you talking about?
true,
That's why he's a show host.
But what I'm
Jason.
saying here is, if I'm doing a herky game, which the one time last year I did the girls' game before my game, and I was, gosh dang
But
biased.
you're the comic relief. You're expected to do that.
Oh,
I'll be good color commentary
Yeah.
for you. Don't worry.
oh, I'm sure you'll throw some things out there.
Well,
Ball's on the 51.
he's in. He's in. He's in.
balls on the 51. That kills me.
That's
funny.
That's been said before, not by me. But
All right.
should be a good time. Hopefully we get a bunch of you guys to watch again. We want to do it. We're going to provide it to all the constituents of both St. Pius X and from St. Vincent. Have the opportunity to watch their kids for free. It's something we're going to put over Facebook Live. You can watch it on our Facebook page. I'll throw it up one more time just because I like to be able to push that button.
Right.
And we go to our Facebook page. We're going to be going live from
Look at
there.
this baby with a new toy, man. He's all.
At least I know how to use the toy, Jason.
Yeah.
And
That's not what I've heard, but hey.
whatever. But anyway, we appreciate you guys tuning in, hanging out with us, and hopefully you had some fun. Be sure to catch us next week. I'm not really sure. Who knows? We just make crap up as we go.
Although we are going to have a show where Jarvis does the agenda, and we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
There won't be a agenda.
Yeah. Well, it'll still be fun. But for all the guys here, we appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys hanging out and having fun with us, and we'll hope to see you tomorrow and tune in next week for another edition of the Coach's Box.